What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? It is an exciting day. It is an exciting day. Kenzie's first in the stream today. Leading, I'm gonna have a leaderboard going for everybody that jumps in first. I think Boy's got 3, Super Ryu's got 2. Now Kenzie's on the board with 1. Watch out, the Architect coming in second place. I'm just kidding. How you guys doing? Y'all doing good? We got some news. We need to do some talking. Let me turn down the gain a little bit so you guys should be able to hear me a little better. How things the stream quality doing all right before we get started? What do y'all say? Let's get this going. All right, so we need some watchers and we need some fishing. I'm gonna go fishing because I wanna be able to grind some dungeons real quick while we have this big discussion. How y'all feeling? Y'all exciting? I look perfect. Why do I look perfect? Why is it's so dark? Let's see. Let's turn on a little light here, right? It might blind me though. Bam! It's gonna be a little blinding, but I'll put up with it. We'll deal for right now. So yeah, we had some amazing news. How much research have you guys been doing? Have you been reading up on it? I've been at work, so I've been running left and right, trying to find out what I need to learn while I have my 5-minute coffee break. Oh, I get you. It looks good, but you're right. I need to turn on a little bit of light. Let me get set up here so we can start going on the run. All right, we go here, we go there. Let's see, what are we gonna take? I don't think there's any bombs. Oh, do we need any bombs in Old Kept Caverns? I'm not gonna go to Mount. I know I'm gonna need some fish in. I know I need to switch out my relics. Let's get this going. I like them in their particular order. Kenzie says he's happy about the Enjin bump, but you're a bit bummed. I was supposed to buy a Godslayer for 15k Enjin on Sunday, but wanted to wait for the week to trade my alts, and then 15. Yeah, quickly jumped. I know what you mean, bro. I still haven't dipped my toes in the Godslayer market. I'm letting the market come to me. That could be a mistake too. Actually, I wanted to make a couple moves already, but I think with all the news, I have to chill. We have to play it out. We had no clue what was going to happen, right? So, I mean, we had an idea. what was about to happen. And we all kind of, whoa, put me back at the start. That's cool. I finished up the water there. Just jump on in. Ghazi, how you doing, bro? You feeling good? You doing good? It's been crazy, guys. So, I mean, let's waste no time. Let's just dive right in on it. So we got our first follow of the stream. Kyle Goldstein, welcome to the strike team, buddy. Lag, what's going on? I see you in chat. Come say hi in the stream, baby. Oh, that's your friend Kyle? I got you. Very cool. He subbed, not followed. Oh, you're right. He subbed. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the sub. I completely missed that on the first one. Major shout out to you. Kyle Goldstein, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Well, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, so I wake up this morning. I immediately roll over and I do the first thing that all of you guys do too. I check what happened to crypto overnight. And here comes the breaking news, right? Enjin is officially launching JumpNet and gave some more details regarding Efinity. So look, at first thought, my first initial impression was that this was some type of partnership, some type of I didn't know, was Enjin buying another blockchain and rolling them up into the foil? Were they coming to like a partnership agreement? Were they like, those were my immediate first thoughts. But apparently, and I'm not 100% sure yet on the research that I found, but when I was trying to figure out like what exactly is JumpNet, it redirects you. All the links redirect you back to the Enjin page, and if you look at the like at the address bar, it falls underneath. I think it falls underneath the software page of Enjin, which means it sounds like it's going to be a software service that Enjin provides, the same way they provide the wallet, the same way they provide the tools for minting, the same way they provide all these other tools. So obviously, if this is the case, it's developed by Enjin, which means, you know, that's going to come into play a little bit later once we start to figure out what exactly it is. You know, according to some of the research that I was seeing, it looks like it's a separate chain that's going to be running with like the proof of authority protocol. So my first thoughts were to go learn about like what exactly is proof of authority. And pretty much what it looks like it can be, and it doesn't mean that this is how it's going to play out exactly with Enjin, just general topics on what proof of authority is. In order to validate all the transactions on the blockchain, there's going to be a centralized authority, like or multiple centralized authorities. I'm not sure. People, trusted sources that are going to be validating these transactions, because the validation now is going to occur rather than with proof of work, it's going to go through proof of authority. That means it's easier for gamers or anyone using the JumpNet protocol to be able to transact significantly faster than Ethereum, than Bitcoin, than a lot of these other chains, right? Because of the protocol they're using. Now you have to remember, when it comes to like protocol choices and blockchain development, every single protocol is going to have its different trade-offs, right? So with JumpNet, if it is proof of authority, it sounds like what they're going to do is they're going to sacrifice on the decentralization of the network in order to provide more scaling, in order to solve more gamers' problems related to gas fees, right? What exactly that means is we need to get a lot more information. I can foresee from the information that was posted on websites and from what people were saying just generally about proof of authority, like an example of what it could look like would be Enjin has its central hub where it is the main authority on whether or not all transactions within the JumpNet protocol are valid. Okay, so whenever there is a disagreement or a double spend or an issue relating to the network, the authority will be the one who resolves the conflict. And as they are the authority, no one can question their judgment. The same way, like if you're in the United States, the same way how the Supreme Court is the one that makes the final decisions for federal law. The same way, they're the centralized authority that makes that makes those decisions. Now, here's the problem. Here's the thing, not the problem. The idea of going a little more centralized is a method to solve the scaling, to get around the scaling issues, right? It comes with its own risks, but it's really no different than like other real world scenarios that we already abide by, right? When we're placing trust in like Microsoft to keep Xbox Live going, or PlayStation with the PSN, you know. So in terms of gaming, we see, I mean, in the real world, in the physical world, we see these types of like centralized platforms already, and gamers don't have a problem trusting it. Now, crypto enthusiasts may have an issue, because we're talking about, you know, the differences between centralization and decentralization, but there's obviously not a solution yet that has been created to solve Ethereum scaling problems. Because of that, this is the next best option. So if we're operating, we're assuming here that Enjin is the proof of stake I'm sorry. That Enjin is the main authority on what transactions are valid and what transactions are not. And we're operating inside the Enjin ecospace where you need Enjin token in order to mint NFTs. Then pretty much you're just doubling down on the faith that you put within Enjin. Again, a proof of authority. I mean, according to what they were saying from their testnet, the running of their testnet over the past few months. I believe the video came out in November. They were getting about 165 transactions per second compared to Bitcoin 7 or Ethereum's. I don't even know at the top of my head what Ethereum's transaction rate is per second. But that is significantly faster. Okay. I personally, on a personal level, I think I am invested in Enjin, and I have been investing more and more in Enjin. As a matter of fact, like, just pull this up real quick. Like, here's Enjin token compared to BTC, and those green arrows are the places where I got in the market, where I purchased, where I went in. Now I missed the very first run up, but I've definitely caught the next ones. Mord Hale, welcome to the strike team. Thank you for following. You came in on a huge update, on a huge stream. So we're gonna keep going with the coverage here. But if we're already trusting Enjin, I don't have a problem continuing to place my trust in Enjin. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's just doubling down on the decision-making process on whether or not to invest in Enjin or not. So that makes me happy. It does make me feel like, hey, this is a solution that can work. This can work for gamers to be able to transact. On the other hand, in addition to JumpNet, Enjin also made the announcement that they're delaying the launch of Efinity, and kind of, according to my initial reads, and take this all with a grain of salt because this is initial research information that can completely change tomorrow if new articles come out. But it does seem like Enjin is changing the definition of what Efinity is going to be, because now they're saying that Efinity is going to provide like this type of cross-chain interoperability for non-fungible tokens from different chains to be able to be hubbed inside Ethereum and then transacted. So that, I don't know if that's concerning or not. Obviously, if this is, all right, I got my daily reward, day 4. Tomorrow we're going to get the Executioner, baby. Let's go. Day 4. Give me that potion pack. So if Enjin already is, if JumpNet is a product that was developed by Enjin, and they've been talking about scalability issues with Efinity, then obviously, while they've been working on Efinity, they've also obviously been working on JumpNet. Again, if this is a software product produced and hosted by them and not a partnership with a different organization to provide this service, then it makes me kind of feel like that the scaling solution hasn't been solved, and I believe that to be the case because obviously Enjin 2.0 hasn't been released, and probably won't be released for a few years. So that makes me feel like they were working on this project to be included in Efinity. They needed to solve the problem or provide a solution ASAP, especially with how much of a little bit of a backlash that they've been receiving from the community, and on top of that, from all the competition that they've been receiving from other NFT platforms. So it makes me feel like they need to get this out. They need to provide a solution, especially if they're working with developers like Lost Relics, like Nine Lives Arena, like Age of Rush, like all of these other games. They need to be able to provide a solution for those partners too, or else, they force other partners to make difficult decisions. That can be a positive or negative. We can make the argument that, hey, maybe this is too soon of a rollout. Maybe they really aren't ready, and this is the thing that they're doing to try to be able to get it going. Undercover EU, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the raid. We got everybody jumping on in. Thank you guys. You jumped in on a huge stream because all the breaking news right now with Ethereum, the price action, the everything has been nuts. And like I've been telling everybody, this is my research from day one while I was catching some coffee breaks and lunch breaks at work. So bear with me because I'm sure a lot of this information is subject to change and probably will be clarified in the next few days. But if Enjin token, like it makes me feel like the team, they weren't able to finalize Enjin. They needed to get a solution, so they said, look, let's finalize whatever work we've already done, put it out into the public's hands, and then continue working on what we're doing. So at least we're providing both information and actual product for gamers to use. If proof of authority does, if it does sound like it works. It does sound like it could solve the solution. I'm hoping that the authority of the network is divvied out. You may not be able to divvy it out to actual gamers or token holders like one-to-one, but you might like have to form like some type of proof of stake network where like in order to run, like with Ethereum, to stake your Ethereum, you need to stake 32 ETH. Right, so with Enjin and with JumpIn, it might be the same thing, but where you need to stake, I don't know, $50,000 worth of Enjin token or $100,000 worth of Enjin token to be one of the authorities. That makes me feel like that. I think would be. I'd rather have a situation where we have multiple authorities than any one individual authority. But if it is going to be one, I'm fine with it being Enjin. Because they have something to lose here too. Like if they are not able to provide the service of fast, reliable transactions, then they can potentially suffer too. Let me jump in the chat really quick. All right, we got a quick one. Highlighted message from Kyle. Quick question. I'm somewhat new and I'm just curious on how to transfer. I don't want to do it yet, but I'm just curious for the future. Transfer between players or transfer into JumpNet or in general? Like in general, like being able to make transactions on the Enjin ecosystem, you need to use the app, the Enjin wallet, and through the Enjin wallet, you're able to send transactions, receive NFTs and receive tokens. You're able to pretty much do all of the heavy lifting of the Enjin marketplace through their app, which is available on iOS and Android. So get familiar with the app. Once you're familiar with the app, I would say do a little research on Enjin X, which is their marketplace online. You could do it in the browser. You don't need to do it on your phone. Once you feel comfortable, you can start your first transactions, and you'd have to do that through the iPhone or the Android app. Let me kill a couple more of these baddies and then check the chat really fast. Get out of here. All right. So let's read a few of these. Here we go. It's not. Architect says that it's not decentralized ? It doesn't sound like it is. Proof of authority does sound like it's a centralized type of protocol. You've never heard of proof of authority? I posted a proof of authority YouTube video on the Telegram earlier. I think I might have posted it on the Discord. I'm not sure, but you can check that out. It's a quick like 10-minute like review of what proof of authority is and what it could be, because the protocols can be adjusted. We don't know exactly what it's going to be like. Going back to the authority, like I'd rather if there is going to be one central hub, one authority maker, and it's Enjin, I would be okay with that. I would actually prefer it if there's going to be multiple authorities for it to be the game developers. Like if you're a game developer, being able to put that power in their hands as well will make me feel a lot more at ease as an individual developer. All right, look at that beautiful drop with the blue glowing. Oof. Let's pick it up. Oh, what do you think, guys? Did I get my hit? Is that today's drop? Is that the thing that's dropping for all the new players? What is it? The Cataclysm. I can't equip it yet because I haven't gotten it out. Oh yeah, no, I can't. Oops, that is not my bow. Okay, so So yeah, I think the powers should be placed in the developers' hands. If we have to vote, like not vote, but like if I had a vote on like who should be the authorities, I would say Enjin should have one, and all the developers should have one. And if there's a way to set a number low enough to stake your engine to be able to be an authority, to where 10% of gamers could be authorities as well, I think that would be great. I'm holding my Enjin. I mean, I already showed you guys like my recent purchases of Enjin and where they fell on the chart. And one of the potential models that I'm holding on for is the idea of maybe I or Strike Team Games could be an authority on the chain as a guild. So we'll have to see. I am out of bombs, and I didn't bring bombs. So while we do this, let me read some of these. You could do it through. Oh yeah, Kenzie answered it pretty good. Kenzie's always there to help. Kenzie's always there to help. Huge reference. Let's see. What's the next one? Yeah, in general, you're not talking about. Let's see. Set up a wallet and it's linked. The reason is that it's disabled right now. Kenzie's answers the question for you. Yeah, you're right. Cool. Well, we got 21 people in the stream. What's up, everybody? So do me a favor. We're going to continue the conversation, but if you haven't hit the follow button, do that. You can find me on YouTube also. Go send me a sub over there under Strike Team Games. And then under Twitter, I'm F Munoz CPA. That's FMUNOZ CPA. So I mean, I think that's what would be best. I'm hoping that the total amount of Enjin that you have to hold to be an authority, if that is a feature, I'm able to get within that. Who knows what the revenue generating structure would be? I'm assuming if you're a validator, you also will receive some type of compensation for the effort of staking your tokens on this other blockchain. It does sound like projects and Enjin token are going to be mirrored 1-to-1 on the JumpNet chain, which means like if you deposit your Enjin into the smart contract, you would receive JumpNet Enjin equal 1-to-1 equal to your normal Enjin, right? And then, or like if you deposit a transcendent weapon, you would receive a JumpNet version of the transcendent weapon to use on their chain, right? This is why the idea of like, remember, we're talking about security here. Under each protocol, like you have to take into consideration the security measures of the protocol. Proof of work is significantly more secure than proof of authority. However, proof of authority is significantly more scalable. So in this kind of world, you can see a situation where like if you hit a $1,000 blockchain item in Lost Relics, you may want to consider moving and paying the gas fee to move that out of JumpNet and into the Ethereum blockchain so that it can be more secure, right? So that if the proof of authority network fails, you don't lose what's inside that network. Those are some big things to consider. The other thing as well is this is coming at a time when obviously NFTs are all the rage. And I think we need to assume here that we're not the only ones searching for the solution of scalability in the NFT space. And because of what JumpNet is intending to accomplish, some other games that are not on Enjin and some other NFT projects that are not on Enjin may find it beneficial to transition into JumpNet to be able to also benefit from this scaling solution, which means a world where Axie Infinity and Enjin are in the same blockchain. I mean, they already are on Ethereum, but on the same scaling solution is possible, where Wax token or Atari token or whatever, other projects that are not like even projects. I think there are even projects that fall under the 721 standard could work within the ecospace. I don't think it's just 1155 tokens, but we'll see. I need to do some more homework on that. But it does sound like that can exist, which means not only could we benefit, like our community could be growing significantly with both gamers and non-gamers alike, which means we're going to have a lot of different conversations than what we previously had, because right now we're a community of gamers, and we may remain a community of gamers, but we may also get a whole community of artists. We may get a whole community of sneaker collectors, of baseball card collectors, of, you know, name it, anybody in the NFT space, you know, which means we might start having some discussions, because if the first thing that's going to happen, like I would assume, is that a majority of people that are investing in NFTs right now, the ones that are spending millions and millions of dollars, I would venture to guess that a majority of them are not gamers. Which means when they come into JumpNet, they could have a completely different perspective on how this network should run and be operated, and how Enjin like takes those ideas and adopts them. Like, is Enjin going to remain a gaming first solution? I mean, we're going to get projects outside the gaming space. Like, that doesn't mean it has to remain gaming first, but I don't want to lose that original thought process. You see what I'm saying? So that's something to consider as well. What else? What else are some of the other issues? I mean, if a majority of these NFT investors right now are investing for music or for paintings or for collectibles and are not gamers, then when they come in the space, they're gonna make an argument around the lines of, or they could make an argument, and this is all speculating, guys. We're hardcore speculating now. They can make an argument of like, why is this digital painting worth more than this transcendent weapon? Or no, I'm sorry, the other way around. Why is a transcendent weapon worth more than this digital painting, right? Like the artist, like we might start having to have a conversation again, and I hope that's not the case in the digital realm, about validating gaming as an art form. Because you could have a lot of people come in and saying, I'm here for the art, I'm not here for the games. And I'm like, wait, and my argument would be, no, games are art. Actually, games are one of the very first forms of digital art that there is. You know, so there might need to be some educating that we need to do on that level. Enjin token by itself, my main item with Enjin, the Enjin token, was that I was thinking this entire time that Efinity was going to launch, which we now know is going to be delayed, and that when it launched, there was going to be new tokenomics for Enjin. So right now, it doesn't sound like there's going to be new tokenomics, other than if you need a stake to become an authority, which means that the main purpose of Enjin token right now is going to be minting. It's going to be for minting and for game development minting and art minting and whatever. So the fundamental analysis on Enjin token, I think right now remains the same, except for like the use of it remains the same, except for the fact that we could have an exponential growth in the network size, in the amount of people transacting in Enjin or in the Enjin ecospace. I think this is extremely bullish for Lost Relics, but even more so, a lot of the new people that are going to come into the space that are not gamers are going to assume that this launch is going to also coordinate around the launch of Age of Rust, which I don't know much about. I've seen videos on, and I'm very interested in learning more. Since it's so close, since Age of Rust's launch is so close to the launch of JumpNet, they're gonna be in the same story. When Cointelegraph covers it, or when CoinDesk covers it, or when anybody covers it, they're gonna say, what's new in Enjin? The launch of JumpNet, the launch of Age of Rust. And then obviously any more updates that these individual game developers like Lost Relics, Nine Lives Arena, whoever, whatever they decide to launch with in the next few weeks and months, which means right now's the time for any game developer. Right now's the E3 of, or maybe it's the launch of JumpNet will be the E3 version of publicity and marketing for gaming within this ecospace. So just take that into consideration, understand what that means. As far as the Enjin token itself, like obviously we pumped like crazy. When I started this game, when I was buying a majority of my NFTs, it was when Enjin was in the 17-cent range. Okay, now with NFTs jumping, we need to have a conversation about like what is What's more valuable to hold, the individual NFT or the Enjin token? And I'll leave that all up to you to decide, because that, in order to answer that question, you need to not only know Enjin, you need to know the detailed specifics about what you believe your NFT that you want to invest in is how it's gonna perform. So can NFTs outperform Enjin? Yes. Can Enjin token outperform the NFTs within the ecospace? Yes. The winners are going to probably be the diamonds in the rough that we all need to find out. Obviously, we're playing Lost Relics right now, so you know how I feel about Lost Relics. But I'm making sure that I hold on to some Enjin token, because I believe both are going to win no matter what, and I think it's just going to be a cycle. Because people that buy Enjin token as the price appreciates, some percentage of those people are going to come to the conclusion that they want to hodl Enjin token. If they decide to hodl, then the next question they're going to ask is, other than hodling, what else can I do? What else is the utility with Enjin? Which means the only other utility right now is minting or purchasing NFTs. So we could have a boom in Enjin token followed by a boom in NFTs, or vice versa, or at the same time. It could be nuts. It could be nuts to the point where, like, look, I'm not trying to make price predictions. That's not why I'm here. I'm just talking to you guys about the stuff that I'm learning, hoping you guys can correct me, because you might have done more research today than I have. I'm just sharing what I've read today. That being said, I could see a world where, obviously with JumpNet, Enjin tokens fundamentals show that it could be worth more than what it's worth right now. On top of that, if the NFT space craze comes over to Enjin, like it's been happening, this NFT craze for the past 2 weeks, Enjin's kind of been left out of the conversation, which is strange, because now the argument is switching to, wait a minute, maybe Enjin could be the largest NFT play in the space. You know, going from nothing to something over the course of this launch. That's completely possible. And with people FOMOing and overvaluations, like, we're gonna get corrections sooner or later, but like, I don't see a reason that the coin couldn't pump and FOMO past any form of like fundamental analysis to like between $5 to $7. That doesn't mean that that's what Enjin token is worth. You know, I wouldn't be a buyer that high without any change in the information, without any new fact. But yeah, there could be an explosion. Then again, that same type of like, there could be. I mean, I could come out and I could say the Houston Astros or the Dallas Cowboys the Houston Astros could score 10 runs against whoever, or the Dallas Cowboys could blow Tom Brady out of the water, 47-7. I can make a huge, like, it's possible. It's possible that Enjin token goes to $5 to $7. Is it likely? That's the other question. That's what we're talking about. And I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about over the course of 2021, 2022. Over the course of this bull market, the entire bull market, before the next crypto winter. Okay? So it's exciting. It's exciting. You have to start, like, I have to reevaluate, like, what am I buying in terms of NFTs? Is it worth me buying that NFT, or is it worth it me buying the just holding on to Enjin token? Let's check up on the chat really quick. What are y'all's questions real fast? Architect says free transfers and transfers in and out of the game. Yep, completely possible with JumpNet. We will have a much larger market now that people are able to sell. It will really test the market's capacity. Yep, I mean, with what they were saying earlier, their testnet was getting 165 transactions a second. So that sounds like more than enough room to support the games that are here and future projects to join. And then obviously they said as hubs on the network grow, so will the scaling, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see. Let me get this right. Enjin to the moon. You've convinced me. I'm buying 10K. Well, I don't know. Take my info and make your own educated decision. What I can tell you on what I did, here's the Enjin chart. On the very first arrow over here near the middle of the chart, that's where I purchased my 10K. And then I doubled down on these two arrows right before the explosion. And why did I double down on those arrows? Because of I honestly did it because of the improvements that I saw with Lost Relics. and I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Enjin token, but I want to have the ability to be able to buy an NFT, to be able to buy a mythical or a transcendent or a legendary or whatever, without having to worry about like I have to buy more Enjin at a higher dollar value, you know? So that's why I did it. I'm obviously heavily invested in the space. You all can tell from my loadout. So take what I say with a grain of salt, and make your own educated decision. It's not likely it's coded. It's not likely it's coded. What do you mean by that? It's probably referring to something I just said, but since I'm going 100 miles an hour, you can see I get excited, I get pumped. I came out, look, I was talking with Shops for Life, with Ima, my girlfriend. When I first learned about Lost Relics, I went to her, you know, because we're planning like, you know, we're planning already going down the road, and we're talking about, you know, marriage, family, kids, you know, so we're talking about, you know, that level of like financial commitment, right? So I had a discussion with her in terms of like, hey, I think that these items within Lost Relics can be valued at X dollars, and right now they're below that. I want to buy and I want to invest. On top of that, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. So we've had these discussions on what an Archer ring is worth, what a War Pledge is worth, and she doesn't play the game, but she watches, she learns. Broke back Brad jumping in with the raid. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad you're able to jump on in. We've talked a lot so far about Efinity, about Enjin, about JumpNet. And we're just going to keep going. So I'm going to answer as many questions as I can based on what I learned today. So for you and all your viewers, do me a favor, hit that follow button, and shoot, go ask away. We'll start plugging away at some of these questions, and hopefully I can give some type of educated response. And if I can, I'll say that I can, and I'll let you know. But thank you for the follows, Nat Champs 19, bro. If you just heard me give the analogy about the Astros, you know what I'm talking about. Let me see who else has jumped in. Edward has jumped in with a follow. Welcome to the Strike Team, boys. Glad you all are in here. And there we go. Here's another one. Days Boy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Strike Team. But going back to what we were saying right now, we're gonna have to do some convincing to non-gamers. I mean, you would think that with video games being one of the largest media space, like larger than music and movies combined, you would assume you can't see the game. My bad. Let me fix that up. Here we go. I just mined a rock. Don't worry. We're good. Thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the heads up, Kenzie, and thank you for all the bings. I normally save all those bings for when there's market activity. So everybody that's watched the channel before, if you hear that sound right now, that's Kenzie helping me out, making sure that I switched the feedback. Not that stuff is moving on the marketplace. And yes, I am watching the Enjin marketplace that closely to where I have alerts paying attention. As a matter of fact, I don't know if look, I mean, we all have our theories. We're all playing a game about what this stuff is worth, but I will take note. I'm not going to say what. So a transaction happened within the Ethereum ecospace within the past 72, maybe a little bit longer than that, hours. So a big player just jumped into space and bought their first Lost Relics item, and according to their wallet, you know, they had about 200k Enjin available to spend. So take that what it will. It's a public blockchain. You guys can do whatever you want. You can see my wallet. You can see what I'm doing. I have it posted in Telegram, so you can follow. You can see along what I've invested in. If you like, I'm more than willing to be open and share my research, because I think open dialogue is what we need right now. Because right now we're discussing it amongst ourselves, and in the near future we may need to be discussing it with other people that don't understand gaming or the level of gaming that we do. Like even my girl, you know, when she watched some streams with Brokeback Brad, and she watched some streams of Mr. Undercover EU. She watched some of their streams and she was like, man, these guys are gaming nonstop. And I was just like, you have to understand, like, that's part of gaming culture, like, for good or for bad, you know? Add to the fact that, like, guys, we're living, like, if Lost Relics does what we believe it could do, I mean, there's people that can earn money in another country where minimum wage is $1 an hour and make more money playing Lost Relics than actually working a job in their country in their currency. Like that, we could have gamers that are playing their normal work week. And we already know that this exists. Like take Entropia Online. Like you guys that are coming on over, like take World of Warcraft or gold farming. It already exists. Now add to the fact that it's easier to make a living, to do play to earn. I'm not saying that you can make a living right now, but players are making money. I've personally made, I've made very good investments. It's possible. Now, the easier that Enjin makes that journey to where it's easier for more and more gamers to be able to live the play to earn dream, the more Enjin is going to be valuable, and the more these NFTs are going to be valuable. I mean, if you're telling me that someone's going to be working in a foreign country, earning NFTs and selling NFTs to make money, then if I was working at any other type of job, what's one of the first things I would do? I would invest in the things that make my job easier. Oh, wait a minute. You mean if I'm farming in certain dungeons with certain, like where more mobs are available, that I could earn more NFTs or more blockchain items? Then maybe that mythical sword that's $1,500 is worth it because I can make more per hour than what I was making before. I mean, I'm not saying this is the logic that you should use. I'm just saying that this is these are the questions that are about to be asked. Yeah, thank you guys for the heads up on the wrong screen. PTE's joined the house. What's going on, PTE? Wyatt Productions jumping in here, throwing the cliff face. Pig with Tourette's. Another 10. Oh, no, wait. I didn't put in another 10 grand. I put it, well... Actually, I might have put in a little bit more, but it's not like it wasn't like I use DeFi for a lot of my trading opportunities. So I used the DeFi protocol to be able to go long on Enjin on those positions. So it's not like I put dollars right out of my pocket, but I did use a combination of dollars and collateral from other tokens that I already have to be able to go long. So yeah, I mean, and look at, I'll go back to it real quick, and I should turn down the gain. Hope I'm not spiking. Oh, I'm dying. Hold on real quick, guys. I gotta kill these guys. I know you can't see it. Okay, I'm back. They're dead. So, I mean, I think I timed it pretty good. I wish I had picked it up at this first spike over here, because I was considering buying like right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but I'll put the arrow. I was considering buying right here, but I didn't. And so I missed the first run. I got this one, and I ran it up. But like, look at the 5-year chart, guys. Like, anything look familiar to you? Any spikes look familiar to you? Now, the first thing I want to pay attention to is the volume. Look at the volume over here. Look at the volume over here. Look at the volume over here. So this might not be the spike that matches those spikes, but this is what we're talking about. Okay, so let me come back. Let me pump back. Reading the chat real fast. Stop hyping me up. You gotta go to bread. I'm sorry, brother. Like, I'm running on fumes right now because of how much energy and how excited I've been all day. So I know what you're feeling. Mr. Moneybags over here. When you believe in a project, guys, and you invest in a project and the project rewards you, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I am not one of the owners of the most expensive item in the game. So let me put it that way. Like, while I have invested a lot, yes, like a lot of it has been a combination of working, of my work, and of rolling gains that I have from other cryptocurrencies into Enjin. And I mean, look, this is the way I see the pattern. This is the way that I see the crypto world, and everyone is going to see it differently, but I see it the same way. In terms of investing, and it follows people's education as they learn about what blockchain can do. So it starts with Bitcoin as always. It goes to Enjin. It goes to Ethereum, and then it goes into altcoins. And now I'm projecting, because I've already seen it happen, after it goes to altcoins, it goes into NFTs. because that's the next level of education that most people do. Like, well, after they learn about dApps on Ethereum, then they learn about NFTs. So of course, if that's the next thing they learn about, that's the next thing that they invest in. When they decide to invest in one or the other, like, we already have gaming guilds that are like coming together, investment companies. Like, you have gamers that are pooling their funds underneath one guild for the guild to be able to buy stuff to help secure the future financial situation of the gamers, the members within the guild. Like, that's already happened. Go look at a guild called Yield. What's it called? Yield Guild. Yield Guild. They just got like $100 million venture capital partnership with DeFi Digital, not DeFi, I'm sorry, Delphi Digital. And Delphi Digital is the one, they're the hedge fund or the crypto investment fund that they came out and they bought something like, at the time, it was 200, maybe 150 to 200K. You have to check the research because I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head. But I think they invested like 200K into Axie Infinity, extremely rare items. Like, something that keeps me up at night is the idea that Delphi Digital will stumble across Lost Relics or any other game in Enjin, and immediately say like, well, if we invested $150,000 into Axies, let's put in 60,000 into Lost Relics, or 60,000 into whatever, right? And now those investments that they made in Axie, I don't know why I just backtracked like that. That was dumb. And I still don't have a bomb. But I mean, they're already doing it in the gaming space, you know? So why can't they continue it in other, like, that's what keeps me up at night, is the fact that there are mythicals, legendaries, epics that are on the market right now that tomorrow could be gone because one huge ass whale, you know, comes in. And I'm talking about a real whale, guys. Like, there's some guys that are in the game right now that we've invested a whole bunch of money. We're not whales. If you think we're whales, I understand why you do. But when a billionaire says, you know what, I want to have access to the space of gaming, here, just invest $1 million. I don't care where, to whoever they hire. They're going to hire a crypto research company to provide them the research. I want to invest $1 million, put it wherever you think it's best. And if it's gaming, I can make an argument that Enjin, Lost Relics, Nine Lives Arena, Age of Rust, Nestables, these games could benefit from that type of decision-making process. Because a majority of the people that are controlling these hedge funds, these crypto investment funds, they're not gamers. And the ones that are the smart ones that have already invested in the space. So what are they going to do? They're going to go find the best and smartest gamers, and they're going to try to hire them to go work at their hedge fund so that they can run the gaming NFT investment fund for them. Like, that's what keeps me up at night. That could be one day away. That could be 10 years away. Like, I have no clue. But that's what's on my mind. That's what I think about. That's what I feel. That's what makes me, every time I see an NFT on the market get posted, like, there's been 2 purchases in the past 2 weeks that I thought were absolute steals. Absolute steals. I don't want to like give away specifics because I don't want to influence people on what to buy or whatever. Make your own educated decisions. On top of that, I think I know the players that made the purchases, so I don't want to call people out or anything. But I saw some steals that went, and every time when I saw it go, I immediately had to check what's happening, what's going on. Is this the last one? Why am I'm just running around? I'm so excited, guys, that I'm just on autopilot playing the game. Well, which is most of the time when we're streaming. Let me check the chat because let me check up on you guys real quick. So let's see. Kenzie, how much is the God Slayer if the player base is 20,000? Good question. That's P2E's question to Kenzie. Kenzie, I would love to hear your answer. And also Striker asking, Striker, me too. Let's see what Kenzie says first. Oh, he already did. 20K is only a month away or so. Are you buying Lost Relic items at the minute? There seems to be a lot of new listings on the market. Am I buying? Okay. The first 10,000 that I put in, this first investment that I put in, let me pull it up. Where's my browser? This first investment that I put in here was a 10K investment. That investment went straight into NFTs within Lost Relics. So you can probably figure out the timing and figure out what my purchases were. Well, like whatever, I'll just tell you what they were. I purchased the Shapeshifter's Demise, the Transcendent, and I purchased a Dark Scourge, or was it a Reckoning? No, it was a Dark Scourge. I purchased both of those at that range. When I did that, I'm extremely happy with that call, even with Enjin going up, because I have my predictions on what's going to happen between Enjin and NFTs. And like I said, I got to be careful with some of the info that I share. I don't want players just assuming I'm right and doing whatever comes out. But I have my theories. Anyway, the player that sold me these items, like they're making bank too. I think everybody wins. I don't think there's a winner or a loser in a lot of these transactions. It's just a matter of like your perspective on what did you gain and what did the other person gain. Like even when, and I say this about sports cards too, like when you make a trade with someone, like you make a trade and your card goes up $300 and the other person's cards only goes up 50. I'm like, just because the numbers were different doesn't mean that both players didn't win. It just depends, or both investors didn't win. It just depends on what their mindset and what their strategies were coming into that trade. Like I can trade away, like I could make, and this is crazy, but like if I was the owner of the Lakers and I traded LeBron James, everyone in for the rest of the world could say that was the stupidest thing I've ever done, blah, 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 blah. But depending on the reasons why I did it, it might make complete sense. I might realize, you know what? After 3 years, I'm not going to be able to afford his contract, so I better get rid of him now so that I can get value on it before I lose value and his contract expires. Like, in that case, it makes complete sense for you to trade him. So don't assume based on numbers that any one person has bought or sold a trade. And the reason why I say that is because we're trading amongst players, guys. Like, don't have animosity because you think you made a trade with someone and you think that they won. The question is, did you meet your goal when you made the trade, and let them figure out whether they did too, and you both can still win. Would I still have bought in if I had knew what was going to happen? I mean, I obviously assumed that Enjin was going to take off, and I still made the purchase anyway. So if that tells you something, that's where I'm at. So what else, guys? What else? Send me your questions in chat. Let's if you're a new player in here, I'm more than willing to answer some newbie questions. Don't worry, ask away. This is a complicated space. If you want to improve, you need to learn. And if you want to learn, there's a lot of people in the community that are super supportive and that are willing to help. Was that a market move or was that Kenzie messaging me? That was Kenzie. Oh yeah, seen again. He can hear me mining, and that was Kenzie. I just gotta remember now. I only mined one rock. Kenzie's like freaking the bomb. Would I have played more? Yes, I would. Yes, I would have. New to streaming, guys. Bear with me. New to streaming. And you know, I also got today I got a phone call from a friend of a friend that wanted me to give a consulting session to a group of like 5 people that are very interested in blockchain in technologies. And I'm sure it's very going to be very basic level in terms of like Bitcoin and Ethereum, just basic questions, just helping people understand. But that was the first time this year, because it happened in 2017. As a CPA, I get a lot of these questions. This was the first time in 2021 that a person in the general public that sought me out for that level of consulting, which is a bullish sign for me on the adoption of the space. When I start getting 10 different calls by 10 different strangers, that's when I start thinking like, okay, maybe the market's too hot, you know. But I don't think we're there yet. I mean, personal predictions, like, and everybody's opinion, you know, it's their own. I think I can see a world where Bitcoin follows the stock to flow model and hits 280K by the end of this year. I can see that same stock to flow model and network effects playing off for Ethereum, and Ethereum going to somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000. I could also see Enjin coin going from 13 cents a few months ago to $5 to $7. I mean, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. I just think like that there's potential. It's kind of like if I was talking about if I was talking about an athlete and I was going to say, hey, this athlete has the chance to be Rookie of the Year. And I was like, yeah, they have the chance. Will they make it happen? That's the other question. That's for you to decide. So let's run another dungeon. Let's check the chat. Please don't tease us. Let us know. I mean, I share as much as I can. I also have to be, I try to be as public as I can as my information because, like I said, I think it's more in 2 years, in 3 years, if we're still all here in Lost Relics and Lost Relics explodes, I'm talking about explodes, Diablo 3 level explosion, then I want to make sure that the people that I'm dealing with, like, that we have open communication. I want to be able to go to Kenzie and be like, hey, Kenzie, hey, bro, I don't know what to do, man. Like, this guy wants to trade me a harvester for 1,000 red rock die. Like, do I do it? Like, or like, I want to have that open dialogue, right? Because right now, a lot of gamers, like, we like to solo off. We like to play solo. Like, a lot of us like to join guilds, but we're not only we're just talking about gaming now, we're talking about finances now. We're talking about a potential career. Kenzie wants his reckonings back. Ken, I hope you didn't spend the Enjin, bro, because I mean, technically speaking, if you still have the Enjin, and if what I think is gonna happen happens. I mean, I'm looking at Enjin right now on the chart, and like we're going back up, and we're almost at the all-time high again in terms of BTC value. So, I mean, you could play it perfectly. Like, just be careful. Be careful. You know what to do, bro. You've been freaking killing it. You've been killing it since the beginning. Like, I've been listening to you since when I joined Lost Relics. So, trust me. I know you know that I know that you know. You know? Just kidding. What purchases were a steal? They're in the they're in the mythical and the legendary class. Like, here's what I will tell you. Look, what I will tell you, I don't want to speculate on like one, like, I don't want to say Arca Ring is worth X value because my opinion can change tomorrow. I read something new, like everything I said today was off of like maybe 2 hours of research and going into depth on the people that I trust the most about Enjin. If something changes tomorrow with Enjin, that could completely change the price that I think an Arca Ring is worth. And I just said live on stream, and within 24 hours, I changed my mind. Like, that's how come if I feel confident in something, I'm willing to say it. Like, I'm confident enough to say that I think right now, legendary items and epic items are gonna be the mythical or transcendence of 6 months ago. Like, in 6 months, I don't think people are gonna be able to get their hands on legendaries. I think they're going to be too high. I think the average gamer will not be able to afford legendaries if this game takes off the way it goes. Why? Because first it was everyone was buying mythicals, and the ones that had the ability to buy transcendence, they did. And like I bought. I mean, let me pull up my sheet. Let me like just give you a breakdown real quick. Lost Relic Marketplace. Like, just here's some of my old purchases. This is old, this is not updated, but like the stuff that I haven't sold. Like, I bought the Dark Scourge for 2,400 Enjin. Like, when is Dark Scourge ever gonna go back to 2,400 Enjin? You know what I mean? Like, Transcendence have gone to a level where a lot of people, like, I'm telling you what I've already put in, and I have a hard time trying to get a hold of Transcendence. Like, if I really wanted to buy. Same thing with mythicals. I bought, let's go to a mythical, the Ruby Egg. The Ruby Egg I got for 330 Enjin. Like, when is it ever gonna be 330 Enjin again? It's gone. It's jumped to a new level. The same way Michael Jordan rookie cards started at level 1. When the market got hot, it jumped to a new level where the only people that can get it were the whales. And once that happens, everybody else that's still in the space, they have no choice but to go to the next best. So everyone went from Transcendence, then they went to Mythicals. Now Mythicals is on that range where, like, you have to have some serious dough, but also, like, as the game grows, Mythicals get to the point where even if you have serious dough, you might not be able to afford it. It could also do the opposite. With Enjin token skyrocketing, I could see a lot of players saying, like, I'd rather sell my NFT and get Enjin and hold Enjin which could drop prices of NFTs in terms of Enjin. Both are completely realistic scenarios. I have no clue what's going to play out. And because of that, I'm placing my bet on what I think is going to happen. And I think you all should do the research and place your bet on what you think is going to happen. So let's go back into another dungeon real fast. Jeez, guys, I'm freaking fired up. I don't even know, like, I'm gonna have to take a melatonin tonight, or I'm gonna have to take some type of sleeping pill, because I didn't get sleep the night before and I didn't get sleep the night before that. So I don't know how I'm gonna make it tomorrow, but we're gonna have to make it happen. I'm also hi. Well, let's switch topics really quick. Let me check the chat real fast. We'll do a little fishing here while I check the chat. Let's see. Why am I not farming Mount Olketh? Why are you farming Mount Olketh and not Arcane Pits? Because I prefer to, because I didn't want to run Arcane Pits because I knew that a lot of people were going to jump into the stream, and I wanted to do some of the more, the harder dungeons to accomplish. So there's a lot of new players that haven't even gone into some of these dungeons. So I wanted to be able to have people watch that. So if they're not interested in what I have to say, maybe they're interested in the content of me playing. You spent it, and Kenzie says he spent it. Ouch. Well, who knows? Like, maybe whatever. I mean, if you spent it on one of the other tokens that exploded, you know. I mean, I know you made a hell of a call with Swissborg, bro. You made a hell of a call with Swissborg. You were telling gamers left and right. I did the research after I heard you talking about it. I felt comfortable. I invested. I made some money. So I know you know. But you'd still 5x, so technically you won. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you won. I know you know that I know you know. And Kenzie says that he's got it. Koro says that you need to know. Brokeback Brad says boom. Koro, I think he saw my purchases. I still need 5 items to build my legendary gear set. Are those 5 items all relics? Because again, like if the normal crypto investor goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, then the normal Lost Relic player goes weapons, relics, resources. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Let's see again. Let's see. Pig with Tourette's says, though surely the game growing, Cliff is going to need to keep minting new items, making them worthless overall. Otherwise, people will stop playing the game because there won't be an earn factor. So let me ask you the question. Is that the only scenario if Cliff chooses to not mint NFTs? I think you're right. I think he is going to mint NFTs, and I think what he's going to do is he's going to mint based on the player population, which means as long as he keeps everything within the same ratios that he already has, then he can keep value the same across different classes, rarity classes. But also now with the implementation of the bounty system, and with the way that the pendants sell on the marketplace, and with future events, I can see a world where he doesn't mint NFTs, and that skyrocket. Like, you can play the game for free and have a blast playing for free, hitting legendary and epic virtual items. You could get a virtual bow, and you can, that takes away like the fun factor. The fun factor for playing Lost Relics is unchanged because the utility is the same. Now you're going to say the earn factor is less, which it might be, except it just means that when you eventually earn something, it's more valuable than what it would have been if he had printed more. So it's kind of like you can bet $1 to try to make $5, or you can bet $1 to try to make $100. They're just completely different methods, and depending on what your profile for risk is, means that you will play in the space or not play in the space. So I could see a world where he doesn't mint any more NFTs. I don't think that that's the most realistic world, but I could see that happening. I could see to where all the values derived from virtual items within the game by playing the game, not by playing the engine market, because the engine market's out of Cliff's control. What's in Cliff's control is the actual in-game economy. That's why I keep talking about this idea of like the outside economy versus the inside economy. What happens on Engine X affects Lost Relics, but is outside the control of Cliff. So what he can quickly, I mean, it's outside the control in terms of like, other than minting, his impact on the game, his impact on these NFTs are going to come from utility within the game. So don't discount the importance of the game, of the importance of the fun factor of the game, or the replayability factor of the game. That might be the more value driving than the actual blockchain item. Maybe it's complete. It's possible. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying it's possible. So I missed this side, and yeah, I could be farming a lot faster, like y'all are saying, going into arcane pits. But I just wanted to have a little bit of more challenge on in the background. Let's see what else we got here. When are you getting Cliff on stream? I choose not to answer that question at this time. That is not a yet. That is not that I. I'm working my magic, boys. I'm working my magic, and I'm not just thinking about stuff like a stream. Let me put it that way. Yeah, that was a long pause. I'm working on a lot of stuff, bro. Like, look, I'm honestly convinced that and this is on a personal level, like I really am convinced that my job's going away in the next 5 to 15 years. I don't see a reason for accountants anymore. Once blockchain successfully gets mass adoption, because the same services that I provide in accounting and as a certified public accountant, the blockchain can do through a smart contract without any human interference. So when I say things like I'm planning for my future career, I'm literally planning for it in all the ramifications that comes with. That doesn't mean like I'm not leaving my job as a CPA. As a matter of fact, I expect to be doing a lot more work within the field for a bit of time, but that doesn't mean that I don't see the writing on the wall. So, and I'm not the only accountant that feels this way. Just like most lawyers that are in the crypto space are starting to understand this too. Like, you know, I'm sure there will be a transition phase. I'd rather jump in now and experiment, and be one of the early adopters than do that. So you're smart to be realistic. I mean, I have to plan for it, bro. I mean, I think we all kind of do. I think the world is going through like such dramatic changes with the combination of COVID, the printing of money, blockchain technology, AI, that, I mean, I don't know. Are my kids gonna live in a world where human beings don't go to work anymore? And if that is the world that they live in, like what are human beings going to do in that world? And the one thing I keep coming back to is the one thing that humans do best: create. And in terms of creation, art. So like I told my brother this the other day, and I know some people don't agree with it, but whatevs. Like it's my current philosophy on how I see the world, but like I honestly believe we're going to have another artistic renaissance because of what blockchain technology provides. When like most people's purpose in life is to go to work to provide for their family. What happens when going to work is taken away? I mean, it's a legit question. I don't have the answer. But I think artists are one of them that are going to benefit. And again, what is one of the very first types of digital art? video games. And anyone that kind of doesn't understand that, I think they're going to be exposed to it more and more and more and more. We're going to see within the next 5 to 10 years a Wall Street Journal article that says crypto gamer guild or organization or company or whatever is larger than a company within the S&P 500. I mean, hell, that might already exist. Larger than most companies in the S&P 500. So that's where you're at. That's where I'm at. Unlike cab drivers who think that they can fight Uber from self-driving cars. Exactly. Nat Champs comes in and he says, that's why I went away from accounting and you do cybersecurity auditing. So Nat, yes, brother. Yes, you're it. So I've already been thinking, assuming that my industry is not going to disappear like that overnight. It's going to transition. And the transition is literally cybersecurity and blockchain auditing. That's exactly what it is. Now, I deal more in the realm of tax. So that's my area of expertise. I don't typically handle any audits. But yes, I mean, I see that space exploding. No disrespect meant. Yeah, no disrespect. I feel you. Hey, do you guys ever chat like on Discord or something? Koro, yeah, I'm like hardcore. We're all hardcore on Telegram and Discord. So jump on in, man. Join the community. We'll make it worth your while. We have cookies. Kenzie says that pig with Tourette's. No, he says 2 pig. I think we're still very early, and the game has grown too much in recent days, which has quickly depleted recently. Yeah, quickly depleted the loot pool. Growing pains, guys. Growing pains. And as long as it's growing, we can go through all the pain in the world. Heck, even when it's not growing, you know, I would still. It's gonna take quite a bit. It's going to take quite a bit of convincing to get me out of the Lost Relic space. Let's see. If I scroll up a bit, Pig had a good point. Let's see. Let's say that there are 100k players and only 20k rare weapons, 10k legendary, 5 mythical, and 1k trans. The game is fun, but there ain't any items for players to work towards and find to earn. I think a lot of players will leave. Well, let's pretend that this game is not on the blockchain, and let's say it doesn't matter. There's already games exist where virtual items that are not blockchain related are going for thousands of dollars. So can a game exist without, like, can a real world economy exist without crypto? It already does. Can in-game economies be taken to the next level of financial viability with blockchain technology? The answer is yes. So that's how I would respond to your question. If gamers can make money, I don't think it's going to matter if it's blockchain or not. Obviously, blockchain is the ace up our sleeve. It's the thing that separates us from Diablo 2 or EVE Online or EU or World of Warcraft. So when you have the ace up your sleeve, you don't use it. You don't use it until you need it. You know what I mean? The first original use was to provide a proof of concept. That's why we're in early access. Cliff is providing a proof of concept that this play to earn model can work. What happens after that? Who knows? Because, like, look, if blockchain items are so rare and the player base is so huge, we still have features like turning in blockchain items. Like, it's still possible. Like, blockchain items are going to continue to circulate. Without fees, they're going to circulate even more. What if we live in a world where you don't own the NFT, but every day you can pay like you can rent the NFT. And you're gonna say like, well, why rent it if I can't get any more NFTs? And I would say, well, why do people pay real world money for non-blockchain items? If there's a will, there's a way. Obviously, blockchain is the solution for all of it, but that doesn't mean that it is a requirement. Delph Traps, what's going on, brother? Thanks for jumping on in on the stream. Glad you guys are here. How long have we been streaming? We've been doing an hour and 15. I'm gonna go a little bit more for sure. Throw in your questions, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I want to do a couple more runs. I definitely need to get dinner because damn, I'm starving. I literally went from work into those consulting meetings, and then from there to here with you guys. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what much more to add right there. Kenzie, great stream. Thank you, my friend. Get some rest, Kenzie. Rest up. Set your alarms in case Enjin explodes, or any Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever explodes. All right, we got another follow. We got some subs. We got some subs in the house. Gifted subs from Kenzie. Check out this guy. This guy is amazing. Kenzie is the bomb. I love him to death. We got White Productions with the gifted sub from Kenzie. Kenzie gifted one to Diablo Hell, to Curry Till Die, from Koro, from whoa. We got a whole bunch from Shalakabold. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, guys, we're one step away. We're one step away from. Love you too, Kenzie. Get some rest, brother. Be safe. And when you're ready to sell the Godslayer, let me know. No, I'm just kidding. Don't let me know right now. Don't do that, because decisions on investing right now are hard enough. But we'll make something work, bro. Can you earn money with this game? Says Dark Shop. The answer is yes. What you earn completely depends on your luck and the amount of time that you invest in the game. Because it's just like Diablo or Borderlands. Like, when an item drops, an item drops. If it's a rare item, you can sell it. You know, more than likely, you can already earn in this game, but more than likely, you're gonna be able to earn a lot more efficiently in the next few months as JumpNet just gets rolled out. If you don't know what JumpNet is, check out the stream on. Check out. I'll go ahead and be posting the stream onto YouTube, and I'll be posting clips in Telegram and Discord. So if you're not in the Telegram or Discord communities for Lost Relics, jump on in there. Obviously, you can follow or sub. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube under Strike Team Games. On YouTube, I'm trying to get Lost Relics to get picked up a little bit more on the YouTube algorithm. So if you can do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's stream, take a couple minutes out of your day, go over to YouTube, find my channel, just go in and like all the videos. Let's make it to where people that are actually trying to, and not just me, go like everybody's videos that are on YouTube right now for Lost Relics. Just make it to where it's easier for people to find Lost Relics content. And you can also find me on Twitter at @FMunozCPA. All of my videos, not all of them, but the newest videos I've been posting, you will have all my Twitter handle and contact info. I'm also on Facebook under Strike Team Games, its own page, but I haven't really done anything with it. But if you like it and we start seeing a couple people joining over there, I'll have to dedicate some time. I mean, I've been telling people for a while, you can check out all my streams, that I am planning some major moves within the ecospace of Enjin, like starting my own company within Enjin, and or a gaming guild, and or future investments within the space. So we will have to see. Kenzie says never. He wants to buy more. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. Wyatt says, yo, what up, Dad? Not a man. Dark Shaw says, sounds great. Thanks. Death Trap says, man, I want to invest in Enjin itself, but I don't know crap about crypto. I can just see investing 1K at $1 a coin, and it going to 100 next year or some crap. Okay, so you look. I tell a lot of new investors, like a lot of new clients that come in my door and asking about like, what do I buy? What do I do? I always tell everyone first, the first thing you should invest in is knowledge. Invest your time first to learn everything that you can. If you want to just learn about Lost Relics, if that wants to be your speciality, then just watch Lost Relics content and play the game left and right. If you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, invest your time into learning. Like obviously, and I'll repeat the cycle, this is what most investors and this is what the normal education path for most investors in crypto is. Am I gonna go all the way back? Yeah, let's go all the way back. First they start with Bitcoin, then they go to Ethereum, then they go to their favorite altcoins, which is their special little projects, and then they go to NFTs. We just had the run up in Bitcoin and Ethereum and alts, and then all of them pulled back, and when all of them pulled back, NFTs exploded. So, and now that NFTs are exploding, that Enjin's exploding, I'm expecting Bitcoin and Ethereum to follow and take the lead back again. That doesn't mean that Enjin has to go up or down. It just means that like they'll be gaining at a faster rates than Bitcoin and than Enjin. Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say investing in knowledge and learning about Bitcoin and Ethereum is a must. And then if you find a special project that's near and dear to your heart, if you want to support it with your hard-earned cash, do the homework and feel free to invest. It's risky. You can lose everything. You can make a good amount of money as well. The winners in the space are going to be the people that are the most educated. Like the reason why I do so much homework is because if tomorrow Enjin makes an announcement that in my opinion changes the entire game, I might sell all of my Ethereum and buy NFT tokens within Lost Relics. Like, I'm not saying that's going to happen because that would be dramatic if something like that happened, but my point is that I want to be informed, so when I see that someone posts a mythical, I should have a gut feeling already like that's underpriced or that's overpriced. You know, the reason why I have why I feel like I can make some of these educated decisions because I've been playing the game so long and watching the market, right? The more time you do that, the more educated you're going to feel and comfortable you feel with the decisions that you make. The Blood Extinction responding to the in-game chat, I love the way the Blood Extinction, like I love the look. I love how it trails the red mist. And then I like how whenever you get the 15% bonus damage, it does that little firework explosion like a Grunt Holiday from Halo. I love that a lot. PTE says that the Godslayer is coming in. What did he say? Let's see. Striker's getting my Godslayer. Sooner or later. I'll just say that. Sooner or later. I hope. But if my nightmare comes to life where Delphi Digital jumps into this space and says, give me $200,000 on all the Transcendents that are on the market, then I'm going to be like, well, never going to get an opportunity to buy a Transcendent again. No matter how much I save. You know what I mean? That's possible. Kenzie, I feel like Striker's going to snatch it. the Dark Scourge. I mean, the Dark Scourge. The Godslayer. I'd rather just buy the coins and hope it goes up like stocks, you know? I would say a project. Yep. That is perfectly fine. The first thing I would say is that I don't see a realistic scenario for Enjin to go to $100, because if it went to $100, that would mean it's bigger than I mean, that means it's bigger than Ethereum. No, or maybe very close to the size of Ethereum. So I don't see that happening. I mean, unless Ethereum goes to like Bitcoin's price, I guess that's possible. But I think it's realistic that I think Enjin could be valued I don't know, somewhere between $1 to $4. And I think if things get crazy and people FOMO and take the price ridiculously high, a $7 Enjin token, I might have said Enjin, Ethereum earlier, I meant Enjin. I think a $7 Enjin token, it sounds ridiculous, but I think it's possible. Just like I think it's possible that the Houston Astros could win the 2021 World Series. Would I bet all my money on it? Maybe not. Would I place a bet that I think the Astros will be in the playoffs and make a top 6 finish? Yeah. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that bet. I'll put a few percentage of dollars into that type of bet. Otherwise, yeah, I feel like some whale might buy it. I mean, if that's your God Slayer on the market, I have some ideas, but none of them make sense to me yet for right now for me making a purchase. I think I have a little strategy, and I'm gonna give it probably, what am I gonna give it? Probably on the safe end till August, on the short end, on the long end till August, on the short end 4 weeks, 3 weeks before I make another major NFT purchase. I mean, I might buy a legendary or an epic here or there if I think it's like worth it, you know, a smaller purchase. But if I was gonna jump into another transcendent right now, I just bought 2 transcendents. I have to wait. So also, we might have a fundamental difference on what we believe the God Slayer is worth. We might. No, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I don't mean what it's worth. What I meant was we might have a fundamental difference on what I'm willing to pay based on what I think it's worth. We might think it's worth the same thing, but obviously you don't want to pay full value for something if you always want to be able to get the best deal that you can, right? So we'll see. But yeah, I think you going into the God Slayer is a hell of an item. Hell of an item. Nats champ. Hey, just because you won the first spring training game doesn't mean you're winning the World Series again. And for the record, we won the first spring training game in 2019. And you guys won the World Series that year, so the roles might be reversed. No, I honestly don't know. I don't have any power predictions right now. I think the Astros lineup is ridiculous in terms of hitting. I think pitching is going to be the question mark, and I do believe that teams with better pitching are more favorable to win it all. And then I think one of our starting pitchers that was lights out last year, new rookie, Valdez, I think he just broke his finger today in spring training, but a comeback to the mound. At least that's the report I read. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. Death Trap, why ridiculous? If ETH is 1,500, why would $7 of a coin be ridiculous? Clearly, I need to do education, like you said, but work ties me up so bad. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Work is work, man. I know where you're coming from. Why do I think 7 is ridiculous? Because at $7, well, let's just do this. Let's do this. So at $7, that means 7 times what it's worth right now. So right now, the market cap for Enjin is $2 billion. So I'm sorry, right here, $1 billion. So 7 times that would be $7 billion for a cryptocurrency. So if it's $7 billion, that means that Enjin token is going to be larger than Uniswap, or larger than I could see it being larger than Doge, but I don't see it being larger than Aave. I don't see it being larger than, definitely not larger than USDC. I don't think Enjin token can compete yet against Chainlink, but if you're saying that it's going to be $7, then you're saying that it's better than all of these, or that it's more valuable than all of these, than Bitcoin. It's a competitor to Bitcoin Cash. If that happens, I think people would sell Enjin token and buy Chainlink. That's why I think I don't think it's ridiculous. Like when I say ridiculous, I don't mean I'm being hyperbolic. I'm just excited in the moment because of all the news. Like, is it possible? Yes. Would I bet my money on it? To get to 7, what, maybe a 5%, 10% likelihood that happens? And like I said, tomorrow, if some news comes out, that percentage I gave you today, I might say that tomorrow, based on the news, actually now it has like a 30% chance to get to $7. You know, as facts change, my opinions change. So anyone that's watching this video on demand, that's watching this from the past, just understand the air date, understand the date that we're talking, and the news that's coming out at this time frame. And I mean, I post, and I'll go and cut the video, and I'll take thoughts that I had from months ago. I've already been doing it. I posted today in the Telegram I think one of the more important streams that I did. It was called Lost Relics, NFTs, Enjin, and fair market value, and I did that about a month ago. And I think I predicted what was going to happen this month. What's happening right now? I think I predicted it within 60, 70, 80% accuracy. I mean, you listen to the video, you tell me how accurate you think it is. Like, and then based on what my accuracy is, I changed my decision. Like, why was what can I do to improve my accuracy? Just like anyone else would, you know? So it's nuts. We got 365 players online right now. I think it's awesome that Cliff posted that player count. It is a very bullish signal because, I mean, Cliff is obviously confident in his skills and in the game. If he was afraid of what the game could do or what he could do, he wouldn't have posted that. And I think if you're going to be a solo entrepreneur, if you're going to be working for your own business, and you're going to be the one in charge of making all the hardcore decisions and whether or not your family has food on the table at night, you have to have a level of confidence that you know what you're doing. And I mean, just from reading his resume, and I don't know too much, this is one of the questions I want to talk to him about. I don't know how much they cost because I haven't gone to the marketplace, to the Royal Emporium, so I'll go check that out right now. I think the trout are going for like 25 gold. Like, I mean, look, if you're playing the game right now, you do that. Let's do this. Look, I can't see any of the prices right now, but this is the type of research I do because I'm looking at the in-game and outside economy. I'm gonna read you gold prices. If you're in the Royal Emporium or you can see what the values are, you tell me how close I am. I would assume raw brown trout is going for 25, 26 gold. Grunt meat is probably going for like 13 gold. Bowex, I don't even know how to pronounce it, is going for like 6 gold. The quartz is going for like, I don't know this one. This one's tough. 10, 12 gold. Copper ore is going for, I don't know, 15 gold. Like, I don't have confidence in those two. The lofty health potion is going for 350 gold. And the lofty energy potion is going for 40 gold. And the teleport scroll's going for 900 gold. How close did I come? Did I come close enough to where... Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. You can't see my screen. Kenzie, where are you at when I need you? All I did was just like pull this up. I can't see this on my screen. See how the market prices don't pop up? It's because I haven't gone to the Royal Emporium. Since this is the first time I logged in for the day, it pulls the information from there. So I need to go walk in to get the prices. So just go real quick. Brown trout 25, 13 for raw meat, 6 for Bowex, 10 for the quartz, lofty 400, and energy potion 40. Teleport scroll 900. How close did I come? Let's see. I'm reading the chat. Raw brown fish, 24. I said 26. The quartz, 9. I said 10. Lofty health, I said 300. I said 450, I think, and it's 300. And the energy potion, I said 40, and it's 45. It's like, the point I'm trying to make here is that you can play the game however you like. Okay, this is my economics is my area of expertise, and I nerd out. I nerd out on the in-game economy versus I was the guy that was reading the research papers on like how EVE Online, how the value of EVE Online ships are calculated. Like whenever there was a major battle, how do you estimate out what the player's amount of worth that was lost? Like, how do you, I was reading those articles. I was reading the article on like how the Diablo 3 marketplace was going to change gaming. I'm just a nerd, guys. So yeah. So yeah, when I say that I want to know the information, if I can read you these prices and I can come generally close, then what happens when a war pledge hits the market? How close do you think I can be to what I think it's really worth? And then whether or not, hey, that's too cheap, buy it now, from my perspective. Ooh, that Enjin token. Enjin token's going up. Let's see, where's Enjin token right now in terms of dollar value? What's Enjin token going for right now? In terms of dollar value, Enjin token. I've been waiting for Enjin token to pass basic attention token, but it hasn't yet. Right now it's $1.18. $1.18. Oh, you know what? Well, let's go do this. Pick a dungeon, guys, that you want me to go to. I'm gonna go log into the marketplace real quick, so we can get that daily update, or just so I could show you how it works. If you're a new player listening to the stream and some of the things I've said have gone over your head, ask the question, bro. Ask the question. I'll answer it. Other players in the community will answer it. For all of the old players out there, sometimes we get frustrated by answering the same questions over and over and over. I just want to remind the old players that we used to be new players. And on top of that, just remember that a lot of players that are playing right now, English isn't their primary language. So they're going into Google Translate, copying your words, typing theirs, and posting it back. So if something doesn't make sense, or it sounds like you might want to tell someone like, bro, go do the work, go read. The truth of the matter is a lot of people might not literally be able to read English to be able to answer these questions. So yes, they could use Google Translate, but like, how do you explain to them why a one-day pendant is going for 8,000 gold on the website by converting it from English to Japanese? You see what I'm saying? So bear with some players, help each other out. Oh yeah, so I did this. I logged in, and now what's it say? See now how the gold market price pops up? I said 900 gold, so I came close. 860. I bet you it was 900 in the past day. Let's see. Teleport. Scroll. Was it 900? Oh, you can't see the actual number, but I would assume probably right here. It's probably like $900 gold range. Let's see where we're at with the puzzle pieces, because that's what's intriguing me the most right now. If we go puzzle pieces, I already have turned in and collected 2 gargoyles. Okay, so this makes sense. Volume's coming down. Look at the volume chart. Volume's coming down because the players, like I already knew from day one, there was a certain amount of players that said, nope, I'm not selling. I want to try to do this. On the other hand, there's a lot of other players that said, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this, so I might as well get the gold that I can get from it right now. So I figured that volume would spike and then price would drop, and that's what's happening. I mean, volume would spike and then volume would come down. I didn't really know what price would do, but I purchased most of these for like 15K to finish them up. What do I own? I have 2 pieces right now. 11K. I don't think any of them is going to fall in the range of 11K, so we'll come back at a later time. Oh, so we got some new play. Okay, we got some people in here. Let's see. You want me to run Forgotten Chambers? Okay, let's do it. And what skill do you think would be the best to focus on? I don't know, man. It's so hard. It's so hard because the game's changing so often. What I can tell you is that out of all of the skills, there's my skill levels for all of you that are wondering. Out of all the skills, I think the one that has the least few amount of players in it right now is probably mining and engineering. Probably engineering most of all, because to be an engineer, it takes a load of gold. So I would recommend, if you're a new player and you're just having problems with gold, you might want to start as a scavenger. Probably going to like Trial Woods so you can get the most XP for your run. In Trial Woods would be the best because you can farm fishing, scavenging, and wood cutting. So that could be the best bang for your time. We're going to Forgotten Chambers. Let's go old school Forgotten Chambers. All right, let's get some of these. Let's get some of these multiverse items. Gotta love it, gotta love it. And then for the relics, well, I mean, it's common, so uncommon. So there we go there. I can't take in the mythical pickaxe, right? Even though it's not a stone, even though it's not a weapon. I don't know if you need a bomb for Forgotten Chambers. That's how long it's been since I've gone to it. So let's take a couple bombs just in case. And I always take the potions and a teleport scroll because if by some God, if God blesses me by giving me a drop, I want to guarantee that I get out of that dungeon alive. And plus, I mean, I could be on stream, guys, and I could hit a Transcendent, and I could not be paying attention for 90% of that run and have absolutely no health, and at the very end, hit a Transcendent and not have a way to get out because I wasn't paying attention. So that's where we're at. Forgotten Chambers. On your mark, get set, go. Timed it with the music too. Let's go. Man, I haven't done this dungeon in forever. I keep forgetting. I probably should be careful not to face tank since I'm so used to face tanking with... Oh, look at that. Look at that animation. Gotta love the multiverse items. The axe actually seems to have a slower animation than what I remember feeling with some of the other ones. All right, number 1 in the books. There's some green rock dye. Let's go. Oh, that was a misclick. What do you think my time's gonna be, guys? What's your general runtime for? What's your general runtime? I guess I should. Oh, I forgot. I don't have energy regen. I mean, I have energy regen. I'm sorry. I just don't have like an item to regen like on command. Going for the 100% complete. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Am I gonna have a chance? Oh, there's an enemy. Yep. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I would assume the average runtime is 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Ah, the extra shot I did not need to take. Little speed run. I actually there's a couple of players that I think VMAL has a runtime clock, like a speed run clock on his stream. I love that idea. I really, really do. Let's mine this rock. And then we're going to check out, as soon as we get done with the run, we'll check on the chat real quick. But in general, guys, I think we had a pretty good stream. I mean, I think we covered a lot of topics. I'm definitely going to have to clip a lot of this. Anybody here that wants to help, I mean, I need some mods. And eventually want to start already talking to people that are willing to help with the idea of a gaming clan and working within the Enjin eco space. So hit me up, send me some DMs, and we'll go from there. Boom, time. 2 minutes 45 seconds. I thought that was gonna be 4 minutes. Talking with you guys, talking on stream makes things go a lot faster. Thank you for the follow, Absolute. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the strike team. So let's go back to the chat real fast. 66 cents is where you wanted to buy it. Yeah, I tried to buy it at 66 and I missed it too. It went up to like 75 and I bought it in the 70s. I mean, obviously I bought a lot more before then, but the most recent purchase, the most 3 recent purchases, that's what happened. Do you believe Enjin is undervalued? Sorry. Yeah, I do think Enjin value right now, especially with this news, is undervalued. What the value is, that's for you to determine, but I'm giving you some general thoughts. Death Trap says, it was because I bought around 900 and I forgot and left the order in. Okay, I feel you. Absolute says, I was looking to buy yesterday, but I got involved in some medical payments and came back today and I got disappointed. Happens all the time to me, bro. I know what you're feeling. You're gonna get another opportunity. Engine's not going away. They're gonna be corrections. There's gonna be pullbacks. You'll get an opportunity. Just be patient. You know, Nat Champs would say it's the same way I see it. It's like you're playing baseball. You got to wait for your pitch. You're not swinging at every single pitch. You're waiting for the fat one down the middle, and when it comes, you drive it out of the park. Let's see. Oh yeah, Play to Earn says new players can't play Trial Woods. You're right, completely correct. So members and non-new go there. New players, like, you have to farm. You're gonna have to farm. So if you're a brand new player, and I don't know, I haven't been thinking about this, but I would assume the first thing you want to do is sell as many resources as you can to get 500 gold to either get a virtual weapon or the Ring of Rejuvenation to help you with the farming process, keeping you alive. You need to stay alive. Always do not die. That should be step 1, I would assume. And then step 2 after that, if you're lucky enough to hit a drop, you move on to the next. You move on to Ash Woods, start collecting resources, start selling those to get more gold, and then look at your loadouts on what to buy in the Royal Emporium and plan your gold accordingly. If you're getting these puzzle pieces and you're a brand new player, I think it's going to be a hard time for you to complete the challenge. I think older players are going to be able to beat you to it because they have a lot more gold. So maybe take advantage of selling your puzzle piece and get the gold down. That gives you a jump start. So it's just something to think about. Do I actually recommend selling stuff or hoarding it all for the future? Like, I've bought a lot. I mean, look, let's go look at the stats real quick. But I've bought a lot, guys. I've only made 2 or 3 sales. And they were for mythical items that I sold and flipped. When I started, my logic, and this is a good place for a lot of new players, like, if you're not wanting to invest hardcore, but you do want to try to be able to make some money to, like, make your loadout better, then what I recommend is finding an item that you like and that you can afford and buying 2 of them. And then using the second one to flip. And if you flip it, you make your profits, you keep the first one for free, and you can redo it again and again and again and again. Ooh, see, that's the blood eclipse, right? I just love that animation. It's like, I know it's really subtle, but I just like it compared to all the other ones. And if I shoot, can I shoot the bow in here? I should be able to shoot the bow. Yeah, I like those animations too. Are those water droplets? Oh, they're just blue. They're just blue droplets. Hey, you want to go? You want to go, bro? Oh, you think this is multiplayer already? PvP co-op? PvP combat? Who is this? Doug? Oh, God. All right, let's go. Let's go. Just get up in my face. Don't get up in my face like that. Let's see. Going back to the chat. Oh, let me get into the stash. We'll show you the stash. And we'll go from there. So deposit everything just so we get an accurate count. Right now I'm sitting at 201k Enjin token in terms of the value of all of these blockchain items. And in terms of the virtual items with gold, I think since this is 2,171k, I think that is 2.1 million. Does that math that? I'm the accountant, but does that math that up? So, like, look, I bought a lot and I've sold the items that I think I sold. I sold a couple. I think I sold a Frostbite Dawn. I think I sold a Zilborn. I sold a golden egg. What did I sell? I have to go through because it was like 4 or 5 months ago. So, so yeah, I mean, this is where we're at. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. Let's see. Let me go through the chat real fast. You won't take any drops out with the portal scroll. Let's see. Hold on. Do you actually recommend it? Oh yeah, we did that. Then traps. I second this question with traps. Okay, so we covered that. Do I plan on buying or selling into the future? Like, I'm in Lost Relics for the long run. I'm not going away anytime soon, so I'm holding right now. I'm not in sell mode. I'm in buy mode. When I buy, you have to strategically plan your purchases. So yeah, I'm in buy mode. I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know much more I could say about it that way. You didn't finish the dungeon. You won't take your drops out with a teleport scroll. That's correct. If you take what I meant with the teleport scroll, what I meant is when I'm running with a mythical legendary mythical stonebreaker. Mystical stonebreaker. I'm not gonna risk losing 200k without a teleport scroll. That's what I meant about the teleport scroll. Because if I am gonna die, I just tally out. I'll give up the 1,000 gold to just save it. Let's see. Death Trap says he's never tested it. You have, and it sucks. Yeah, if you do, you'll lose your items. PTE 20 minutes cliff. 20 minutes cliff. What does that mean? Cliff face. I missed it. Must have been while I was streaming. Sorry, bro. Well, good that you explained that, Strike. He'd be sad. Yeah, I feel you. White Productions. Any plans for a giveaway? Gas fees like hold so much back, man. It really does. Will I do giveaways? I'll definitely do giveaways depending on how JumpNet. I did do giveaways in the past. I haven't done any giveaways since gas prices just went nuts. But maybe I could coordinate not only with the chat with you guys to be able to do some future giveaways. Maybe I can coordinate with some projects with Cliff. So we'll see. How many gargoyle pets are left? I don't know. I don't think I can see it unless you have all 5. The last time I checked it, it was at 977. I'm guessing today we're like at 960-ish. Trans giveaway to the person who leaves the most expensive item behind him in the dungeon. Well, that already happened like 1 month ago. A new player, level 3 in Forgotten Chambers, hit a transcendent item and died and didn't make it out of the dungeon. So, ouch. So yeah, Architect says, I believe that we will get more puzzle pieces in the next mystery box. But do you mean more puzzle pieces as in you're going to get 1 more, or more puzzle pieces as in you'll get 2 in the next mystery box, or 3 in the one after that? Because if those are legitimate guesses, and if you're right, that means that the price of the gold worth of those items should change. And yes, I do. My bet right now is that you will get 1 more puzzle piece. Every week you'll get a puzzle piece. That's my guess. Just 1. Mr. Bort says hodl. I agree. I am hodling hardcore. What else? Any ideas on what the plan for gold is in the future? I mean, if you have a weapon/relic drops, what do you need for gold? I have a ton of stuff I can sell, but I have rare weapons. I don't know what the future plan for gold is. What I do know is every single update, Cliff has made it, we've become closer and closer to finally understanding the value of gold. In the very beginning, the way that I was trying to determine what some of these virtual items were was I would go to the marketplace, and let's just do that real quick. Whatever, I can go like this. What I used to do is I used to say, okay, the calculation I made is on average, when a person goes into a dungeon, how much gold are they making per run? Okay, then take that number times however many runs they can do per hour, right? Then take that number and multiply it by how many hours you think a gamer plays a day. And whatever that total is should be at least what a 1-day pendant is worth. And when I originally did, like once pendants launched, I started listing them at 10k gold, and I was selling them like hotcakes. And I did that because I valued the 1-day pendant at about 7,000 gold. So I wanted to make a premium. And then as the market started to make their own decisions, the price started to come down. So that's how I valued it. So based on what I used to do is I used to say how many pendants, how much are people spending for pendants? And then based on that, you can estimate how much time a pendant is worth. And then you can estimate how much time a resource is worth. So if in 1 day you can mine 250 coal, then take a 1-day pendant divided by 250, and that's what coal should be. Are you gonna do that work? No. I did that work because I'm a freaking nerd. Okay, so So yeah. Do I think Lost Relics will become a game where that work will be required by the top players? Yes. Are we there yet? No. What do you think about Enjin account value? Will it be? What do you think Enjin account value will be once the market opens back up? Well, the market's already open. Oh, you mean the Enjin market? I think it's realistic that we're somewhere below $2.50 in the short term. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? I would guess somewhere below $2.50, and then as the bull market rages is where we could go $3, $4, $5, up to $7. I have no clue. Those are just basic ideas on my end. For me, I think it's more. I'm not trying to figure out the value of Enjin. Well, no, I guess I am. No, I'm bullish. I just believe Enjin's going up. To what dollar? What I'm going to do is I'm going to see it as it goes up. I'm going to read what the community says. I'm going to be paying attention to the community. So when I see one random day in the morning that Enjin is at $55.50, then I will be able to make a snap decision on, is it worth it or not? And if it's not, sell. Or maybe not sell. Maybe instead of sell, okay, I don't think Enjin's going to go up anymore. Now time to buy NFTs. I mean, I don't know. Depends on everything that happens. Freaking losing 200K would hurt. It does hurt. I think the most that I've lost, I lost three brunette pickaxes, the blue pickaxes, when they were going for around, I think they were going around 40 or 50K, and I lost 3 within the course of like 2 days. One because I had gone to a barbecue and I had a few drinks and I was playing Lost Relics and I was being stupid and I died. And then the other one because I just wasn't paying attention and I died. And then the third one because I was so pissed that I just lost the second one that I tried to rush through it and I died again. So yeah, it can suck. You just need one piece for the guy to show up. You just need one piece? Well, let's go check it out then. Do you think everyone's levels and skills will need to be reset in the future? Cliff has said that there's no reason for him to reset right now. Could there be a reset when the game officially leaves early access? Sure. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I really don't. I think a lot of players might be upset, but I think it's good I think it might be good for the game. We'll see. I mean, Wyatt, next question was, you mean after early access is over? Yeah, I think it's possible. Cliff hasn't mentioned anything or said that he's interested yet, but depending on what the future holds. Do you think, the personal value in the game? I mean your personal value in the game. Oh, at 201. What was your previous question? Oh, freaking losing 200K, that would hurt. Oh, yeah. Well, yes, it would hurt a lot. But like the way I've done it is because you have to be strategic about this stuff, guys. I have a bucket of crypto that I hold just for my retirement. I have a bucket of crypto that I'm using it to try to make more crypto right now to be able to get married, buy a house, pay for my student loans, whatever. And then I have a third bucket, which is a much smaller bucket than, well, no, not much. I have a third bucket, which is within Enjin, which is left there not only to invest in NFTs, but to eventually start this gaming guild or this business within within Enjin. As soon as I feel like I have the ability to make it successful. Right now I'm in the research phase, learning. The moment I realize that I have an advantage in something, boom, I'll execute on it. And hopefully, if I do, I'm going to need help. So I'm going to probably be reaching out to a lot of you guys that support, and hopefully we can collaborate and do something together. We'll have to see. Will it increase or decrease with JumpNet? I think it's increasing with JumpNet. I think the value, I don't know. Actually, I take that back. I don't know. JumpNet might drive the price of Enjin, which means people would rather have Enjin than have NFTs, which means they might sell their NFTs. Or it could be the other way around. The value of the NFTs in Enjin are going up, and people see that going up, so they want to buy their NFT now before it goes up further. I don't know. That's probably the most difficult question. I think any answer is a guess, and I'm willing. The reason why I invest in Lost Relics is because I have a little bit more security that if something bad happens to Enjin, I can have more protection with Lost Relics. Because just because Enjin goes away, I mean, Lost Relics would take a huge hit, but Lost Relics can continue. Those are some of my thoughts. but I am a supporter of Enjin, and I do believe in the potential. Once there's a real market again, will we be oversold? I think the most likely thing to understand is that we're gonna have price discovery mode for everything that is an epic and below. I have no clue what uncommons and rares are really worth, and I don't know what probably Enjin. I think I know what epics are worth. I don't think I know what rares and uncommons are worth, and because of that, like, you could have players that have uncommons can make way more money. It's possible. Then I'm not saying it'll happen. I'm just saying it's possible that they can make more money than someone that has legendaries. Why? Because players might need the uncommon items right now to do whatever they need to do with them in game. I mean, I don't know. It could work 100 different ways. One piece in your inventory. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and move. I'll go move the one piece right now. XP levels, yes, but skills no way should not be reset. I'm cool with that. People spend thousands to level skills. That's completely true. XP levels can reset, but skills should not, especially if there is a skill cap. I'm cool. I'm fine with that too. But I'm also fine with if I don't know, if skill levels come to the point where they're holding the game back more than they're providing benefits to the game, then I think Cliff not only has the right but should reset skills if he believes it's a detriment to the game for whatever reason. I'm not saying that'll happen again, but you know, how do you foresee Guild making money in a very high level? That's so hard, man. That's the $1 million question that I'm trying to figure out every day. I mean, what Yield Guild is trying to do is they're investing in NFTs and then using the appreciation of those NFTs to pay back. Like when they sell something, if you're a member, you get a cut, right? But their security, like I'm a certified public accountant and I have to make sure that whatever I do conforms to regulation and laws, and I'm not going to be going around that, not anytime soon, because I have another part of my life that is focused on maintaining, you know, that trust and advisorship and certification. So we'll see, but that's what some are doing. Like I'm throwing around ideas of like, what does it mean? Like, I think the very first thing about a gaming guild, like in the blockchain space, should be what are the things that gamers need help with? The things that pop into my head: gamers want to be able to transact without lower fees. It sounds like that's getting answered. Players want to be able to sell their items. Players want to be able to sell their items faster than what they're selling. Like, because like, if I wanted to sell an Avail today, I could list it on the market. It'll take me 3-4 days, you know? And maybe someone needs money right now. Maybe there could be a guild that says, okay, look, if you're a guild member and you provide a certain amount of collateral, send us your NFT. We'll send you the Enjin token or the Ethereum or whatever. And if you pay it back in a week, we give you back your NFT and we keep the interest for the guild. Or if you don't pay it back, then we can sell the item for the guild. So, I mean, there's a method. I mean, another method is the nonprofit method, which I think is really interesting because, like, if gamers want gas fees and that's taken care of, and if gamers want to be able to sell their items, and let's assume that gets taken care of, then what's another thing gamers want? Gamers want more content. They want more gaming content. They want to play. So a nonprofit guild, like a guild whose function is to act as a nonprofit, could come into this space to earn funds to support video game development. And the way you do that through a nonprofit is through the arts, because video game developers are artists. You're supporting artists by the creation of this guild that's main focus is to help these companies with production. You know, so, and I have the resources for that. I already have, like, not all the resources, but like I have a vast variety of actors and actresses, like voice actors that have been, like, some of my best friends are voice actor that came out in Watch Dogs, or my sister who has been on Broadway or directed on Broadway, or my other, my other friend who's a UX UI designer. Like, I have resources that can help developers. Things can be accomplished. Of course, you have to get everyone on the same page. So it's it's tough. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't just call someone up tomorrow, but like if a game came and said, you know what, we wanted to put voice acting in our game, I could say, you know what, I know the actors and the actresses who have voice acting experience in games, and that I can go ahead and pass along their information to help the development of the game. You know, maybe the nonprofit would be the one that pays not the salary, but the pays the contractor fee the fee to contract the actor to do the voice acting. I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything. But yeah, I really like that idea, but nonprofits come with their own level of regulation, and you got to be careful too. Let's see. We'll find. My question for that is: do I hodl when it releases, or do I sell? I think you're gonna have to make that determination for yourself. All I can tell you is I'm holding. Should you buy or should you sell? That depends on your own personal situation. If you need the money, or if you don't need the money, or if you don't really believe in Lost Relics, or you don't believe in Enjin, or you do believe full-heartedly. Can't really answer it for you, but you know, there we go. Price discovery is going to be effing real. It is going to be crazy. I'm getting ready for it already. Volatility is going to be nuts. You're going to see a harvester one day. I don't know. I'm making this up. You're going to see a harvester one day could go for 500 Enjin, and the next day 1500 Enjin, and then the next day 400 Enjin, and then I mean, I don't know. Red Rock Die could go from 1 Enjin to 15 Enjin, back down to 3 Enjin. I mean, I don't know, but there's going to be volatility. Will you reset the skills and then send me the gold back using the crafting that I spend money on pendants? No, because I wouldn't because you didn't just get gold from the pendant. You also got the playtime, the 24 hours worth of entertainment. So there's not the dollar to gold ratio is not only, you're not just buying gold. If you were, Cliff would sell gold on the marketplace. But would I if I thought that skills were breaking the game and that the game would no longer be successful because of the skill system, then yes, I would break it. You know, maybe I wouldn't refund the gold, but I would do my best, and Cliff does his best to work with players. I mean, I would do my best to see what the community has to say and make an educated decision for the betterment not only of the game and for myself as a developer, because remember, Cliff's making a living off of this. You know, he's got to put food on the table, but also for the community as a whole. It's a jigsaw, and you can't just taking one piece out does not solve the whole puzzle, or putting one piece in, you know. So Cliff Face, gotta love it. You're a voice actor for the Lost Relics, for the Arca Ring of the Lost Relics. Hell yeah. Bro, you just got a ring of... Oh, nice. The Ring of Irium? I mean, I use it all the time, bro. That's a hell of a pickup. That's on my main loadout for Legendary class. Death Trap says, I'd like to work with you doing something sometime for now. But I better get to bed. You're going to see me around, brother. We're going to have a lot more conversations. So I'm glad you showed your enthusiasm. Let me load up. Let me check the gargoyle count, and then we'll probably call it for the stream for there, guys. Thank you all for jumping on in. I know this was a huge topic. I've been talking nonstop for a few hours, so I'm exhausted. Thank you for the follow, Death Traps. If you guys could help me out on YouTube too, Strike Team Games on YouTube, hit those follow buttons. Like, just open all the videos and hit the thumbs up button for me, please. It would really, really help a lot. And support all the other content creators. Like, I know for a fact that there's some extremely talented content creators that like just blow my mind on what they're able to do. So don't just look for me as a source of reference. Why? Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong slot, dummy. So yeah, go support all the other streamers. As a matter of fact, if someone could do me a favor right now, if you can find me a streamer that's online right now, we'll go ahead and do a raid to finish off the. I'm so blanking right now because I'm trying to find. There's the pumpkin. Find me a streamer so that we can support and just keep the party rolling. Keep supporting everybody in the Lost Relics community. just getting my normal loadout so that when I come back and play, I'll be ready to go. Oh, I need a puzzle piece too. So let's go grab a puzzle piece and let's go check what the count is, and we'll post the count. We'll post the count to the we'll post the count to the Telegram and to the Discord. I'll take a snapshot. Do me a favor, guys, so you guys can appear on this in the snapshot. In the snapshot, go into the in-game chat if you're in-game right now. Just say something like "Great stream, Striker" or something like that, so that when I take the picture, it'll pop up, and I'll post that in the Telegram, and we'll make it work. But again, thank you guys for all of you that followed and supported and are helping out. Let's see what the player count is. Let's see the count right now. 961. What did I say? I said 960, ladies and gentlemen. I said 960. Oh, I have 3 pieces. I thought I had 2. Wyatt with the great stream. Thank you, my friend. Oh, my bad. I gotta take this picture. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see it in the in-game because it's grayed out. That sucks. Yeah, sorry guys. I thought it was gonna work, but probably not. Let me see. Let's do a little print capture, screen capture. Where is Striker? Oh, bro. He's online. That's my boy. What's going on? What level are you? Are you watching? Serge, are you online? Are you on the stream? Did he just join? McGobble? That's like one of my best friends, guys. I've been telling him about Lost Relics. Answer your WhatsApp, bro. I can't. I'm streaming. Streaming using my phone as the camera. All right, Cliff. All right. I'll back off. Don't spam the chat. Yeah. That's one of my badass friends, and he told me he was gonna join. What are the odds that he jumped in right now? So that's exciting. I'm gonna go show him some love. I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. In the meantime, McGooble, thank you for the follow. Everybody, thanks for jumping in. Oh, I need a streamer, guys. I need a streamer. Who can we raid really quick? Let me get on Twitch really fast. Let's find someone who's streaming. Let's show a little bit of love. Hopefully, I would like it to be a brand new player, just so that we can like do a little shock and all. Oh, everybody's got decent amount of followers. Okay, so we got Busy, and we got Herc, and we got a Rift. 1, 2, or 3, people. 1, 2, or 3. Pick a number in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1 is Herc. Number 2 is a Rift, and number 3 is TWG Breezy. Number 2, number 1. One more person. Tiebreaker. First person to respond. We got a number 2. We got a number 1. Number 3. Actually, he changes his vote. Okay, it's his first day. Oh, it's his first day. Okay. We'll go with number 3. We gotta go with number 3. Okay, so what's his name? TWG. Okay, give me a second, guys, while I load this up. Go to my video producer. Oh, not video producer. That's not what I need. I need stream manager. There we go. Let's go rating. And let's find this guy on here. It says he's playing Gods Unchained, but I know he's in Lost Relics. He's in Lost Relics, right, guys? Can we confirm that he's in Lost Relics? Yep, he's in Lost Relics. Okay. In the meantime, again, thank you all for jumping in. Thanks for supporting. I'll catch you guys up on the flip side. Let's start this raid. And now that we're good to go, ready to jump on in on the raid. Let everybody know, let them know that Striker says hi. Peace out, guys.
other stream on this account. Like we've been playing a bunch of crypto games and like NFT games, just like trying to like learn all this shit, and like trying to learn the raids. But thanks for those follows, thanks for that raid. Definitely been loving this community for sure, the Lost Relics community, and we've been playing this game called The Gods Unchained. I don't know if you guys been ripping that, but like just been learning this, you know, it's hella cool. I like the rewards are dope. Yeah, dude, everything's just been fun. I like the engine coin in this. Shrike says he loves The Gods Unchained. Dude, that game is fire, bro. If you're trying to stack up your Ethereum and get some good cards, that is the move. I mean, I'm just chilling right now, but just you gotta grind these 2 games, and eventually I think it's gonna pay out. What else we got? We got a couple follows. Thanks for those